A little more extra transparency, and also if there's stuff you guys need for crafting, you can come to one of us or request it. I think you can do it through the site actually. You might have to figure out how to make it so you guys can do that through the site.
I don't want to do it.
But
I don't want to do it through the site. That'll be a bigger pain in the ass. It's like
okay.
just one more place to check stuff. But
just
you can message us. Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
Use Discord.
But for basically any of those mats, if you need it, like we'll do it the same way we do the BOE epics, where you can buy it for half of whatever the going rate is on the auction house. So check that out if you get a chance. So you can see it. Make sure you can see it. Okay.
What's up with it? What's up with it, guys?
Yeah, I can see it.
Awesome. And then for the optional ZG raid that we do on Tuesdays, we're going to be adding a single soft res. It is not going to carry over week to week. It's just going to be just for that night. And the mounts and idols will be soft resable. If there's any other questions about that, you guys can reach out to me after the raid. Decays, are you here?
Yeah, what's up?
Did you get in the group?
Yeah, I'm in the raid group.
Okay, cool.
How long in?
Awesome. Yeah, Kargath looks good. So if we want to start heading over to Kargath, Hearth over, we can.
Yeah, let's get ready to run here in like 30 seconds, guys.
Repair real quick and get ready to go. I'm logging.
You can kick Booyah. I'm logging over on Coach. I did change a couple of the soft reses. I got a couple messages right here, like as we're forming and stuff. So just, am I doing loot tonight? There's Corey here.
I think Corey's here.
Or anyone who wants to do it. I was gonna say whoever ends up doing it, just check the soft res thing just to make sure because it's updated.
Okay, awesome.
Can you invite me? Por favor.
Corey, you said you could do it? I think that's what he said. Make sure you guys repair quick. We're about to run over from Kargath. Make sure you guys are online and repaired. Okay, guys.
Do you have some people coming in late?
I'm not.
Who are we missing?
True Lone said he might be late. He's not here yet. There was.
All right, guys.
some
Let's
missing. We only got contact.
let's start running over right now.
There's a couple priests at the entrance. They're dead.
You got the invite.
There's 4 dead priest bodies outside of Molten.
Good.
I just found out that you can jump straight into MC.
Yeah.
Yeah, backpedal off the edge.
I would not recommend doing that when there's no layering though, because you can just disconnect over and over and then come back and be dead.
Wait, when there's no layer?
Yeah, because there's too many people.
Oh, like so we shouldn't all do it at the same time, but I could do it by myself.
Well, just assuming the servers aren't like exploding, it's fine. Should be fine.
Yeah. So that's just like a glitch.
Yep. Because that happened to me, unfortunately. I lost all my world buffs. There's a priest right here.
Molten core, molten core, molten core, not BWL. What's up, Riley? How you doing, man? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Going for the choker, yeah, man.
People talk to him instead of jumping up.
Hopefully we can get it this week or next or sometime pretty soon here. Then if we get the Shadow Priest leveled up, we can start coming on the Shadow Priest.
Yep.
Run some
Stay online,
Shadow
guys.
Priest
Let's
MC.
get inside. Stay online. We're gonna get these buffs out real quick and then start pulling.
I'm trying to run, but pretty slow. So if it's faster to something.
Every time.
Yo, what's up, Plasma? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. And my prior will be normal kind of roll on the choker. No, I have it soft res. I have soft res prior, dude. There it is, dude. Flex chicken. We have it on soft res, so if it drops, I get it. It just like default goes to me. So we've waited our turn. We've let everyone else get it. The handful of people had it soft res before me have all gotten it. So if it does drop, whenever the next one drops, it's mine, assuming I'm here. Cosno, what's up, man? Welcome back. Not late today, I know. You'll catch the whole raid. Trying to wait for people to get in here, get some buffs out. Got another gold making tip for you guys today. Here we go, dude. This is some Sunday vibes. Ready? Hit me with the cheers.
Can you actually still run out the window? I thought they removed that.
No, you still can.
Flask for MC? No. No flask for MC. This is we're just flasking IRL, dude. This is just some IRL flask. This makes you do 3% more crit. That's how it works. Facts. So once we kind of get going here, I'll tell you guys what I was doing today that is going to be kind of, I think, one of my new little gold gigs, and it should be relevant on every server for every phase, and it's only going to get more and more popular. So I'm trying to make these on my tailoring tab up on this side. You guys can't quite see it, but we're making some what are these things called? Soul pouches. Rivsy, welcome back, big ribs. Girlfriend doesn't share my passion for the Moonkin. I know, it's weird, dude. My girlfriend doesn't either. I don't understand. I feel you though. I'm glad you stopped in to say what's up, man.
Alright, we can do the last forts while we're
Usually farm elementals and Silithus. That's not bad, man. This Silithus stuff is actually pretty enjoyable overall, in my opinion. I don't know. I really like all this Silithus stuff. I'm not going to fairy fire most of these mobs because I feel like now we do so much damage that this stuff dies so fast. I need to swap gear though. We have the wrong gear on. So, good luck on Choker. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm crossing my fingers. Okay, let's go gear here. I'm going to do this. Fine with that. Fine with that. I'm actually going to throw on the crit neck again.
If it's just 2, we don't need a...
I kind of like that. until we get choker. We'll go ahead and use both active trinkets here. I need to like practice that a little more. So I'm gonna try and make a point to use those more often.
Kill the Firelord first.
Get more comfortable with those binds and make sure I'm using them. We should kill the Firelord first. We got 3 LE fires and 1 anger run. Nice, man. That's awesome. I'm curious how much those are gonna drop. I mean, because of the in phase 5, right, with the transmute change.
Your pets.
But so what I did is I leveled up actually a Warlock for like our own personal purposes for summoning. I actually didn't think about doing this like from a gold making perspective, but math wise, once you get the Warlock 20, you can summon yourself anywhere, right, with other summons that exist and keep them just parked somewhere on your server. Every server is a little bit different, but generally for us, like Songflower is a pretty contested summon as far as people are always trying to get summons out there. Usually a lot of the Dire Maul stuff is already kind of like that market's cornered a little bit, but long story short, we leveled up a Warlock, and so I'm going to start selling those summons. And the math works out basically, say you have 4 of the soul pouches, which is the 20 slot soul shard bags. It probably is around an hour or so of farming up the shards, and you obviously need people to click.
Nice.
Right, so you have to either have 2 buddies or you have to make, you know, have other accounts and like help yourself summon. But it ends up taking about an hour to farm shards, and then you can fit around 95 shards, right, if you have full bags. This last time we were doing it, I went through like 30 or so shards, 35 shards in about a half hour, because people were wanting summons for Songflower. Just to give you an idea on timing. So I'm expecting if you did it right and you timed it, you know, you logged on when it was relevant, you could have a couple buddies have level 1 alts and they can just help you summon, and you just split, you know, give them a cut of the whatever you end up making. 5 gold per summon times 95 ends up being like 450 some odd gold, 400 gold, right? Let's just say 400 gold for easy math. And even if you give each of your buddies 50 gold, you're still making 300 gold, and it takes you around an hour and a half, 2 hours, because you have to farm the shards in advance, right? Like you have to go and get the shards yourself. So you're looking at the ballpark of, you know, 100, 150 gold an hour, and it's completely irrelevant to whatever your main class is. Professions don't matter, and it's just a level 20 alt. You don't even have to get them level 60, so the time investment's actually really low. It's a little more involved, but if you were to do it now, I think in phase 5 and phase 6, it's going to be even more prevalent, because people are going to want, a lot of people are going to want world buffs during Nax and other stuff once that gets on farm. You're going to have people wanting to get down to Silithus, so there's a chance that you have a Silithus farm. You're going to have people wanting to get to EPL, so there'll probably be an EPL summon desire for people out there to get out there for the instance. There's going to be all kinds of stuff like that where people are going to be wanting to get around the world a lot quicker and still trying to get world buffs. So we'll see. I need to kind of practice it some more, but I think I'll probably do a little video on it just to see, because it's not that hard. It's really basically just leveling up a Warlock to level 20. You know, and then you got to kind of set him up, get the flight pass. It's initially is a little bit more work, but it's not too bad. Yeah, crit neck, interesting. Supposedly this crit neck sims a little bit higher than the Orb of the Dark Moon. Who knows though?
Oh my god. How are you hanging on?
Don't jump. Go around behind.
Okay, go around behind.
Pull your totem shamans.
I can't reach, Uck.
that.
Makes it.
Get someone to skin it. Mine. Yep. Got skinning. Thank you.
Hey, can we get some world stars in guild chat for Kevin hitting 60?
Just like to yell it.
Okay, gonna bring the searcher back here in just a second. We got the imps as well. Let's kill the imps. Big heals of Drya.
So we have the Shadow Priest up to level 41.
I think. Did someone say they can mine already?
We just hit 40, so we just got Shadow
Get the imps
Form,
as
all
well.
the exciting
Imps
stuff.
First.
So I'm gonna start. Oh, it's banished. I'll start hopping on the priest and streaming, mess around on the priest too. Some days here when we're not in raid. Dude, I got so sunburned today. So burnt. Trying to rationalize to my guild why I should be allowed to respec Smite Priest. Scales better than Shadow Priest in AQ content. I don't doubt that, man. From leveling my priest, I mean, it's like Smite hits really hard. I had a priest on, I don't know if it was on this character. I was on a character, and a priest came and like Toep, PI'd, like did everything and smited me, and it like really, really threw me off. It hit so hard. Show us your drink, dude. This is IRL Flask. Cheers, baby.
Hey, Hungry, do you have your challenging shout?
Well, we love your content, man. Started to get geared pretty well for Boomy. Got GDKP for mission tier though. Thanks for the inspiration. Hey, nice, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's been fun. These next couple phases are gonna be really fun.
We'll have Mokrar on circle and super on star.
I can take one if you want.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can take star. Sorry, I always forget that you are tanking. Thank you for speaking up and saying something though. I wouldn't have realized until we got to like Major Domo. Warriors, pop your fear.
Next phase is hype. I know, man. I'm excited. I'm really eager for them to announce TBC, and I'm really curious. Like, I really want them to announce how they're gonna release. Assuming they are, I'm really curious how they're gonna release TBC. That's like a big question because I want to start like preparing for it, but I also don't want to like waste time or energy preparing in a way that I'm not actually going to be able to like keep that gold or that stuff like going into TBC, depending on how they like clone your account or whatever ends up happening, you know. I have a flask ready for Wednesday. We're going to attempt to speedrun BWL. Nice, man. That'll be awesome. Hopefully you get some good parses.
We making wagers? Sure
I'm not gonna use ZHC here. Just don't want to have the trinket on cooldown for Lucy.
Not consuming. Let me just go against our top geared Warlock.
Jump if you're standing up right now. I am
Like,
standing
I'm
up right
just
now.
doing Excuses. Lots and lots of excuses, and they're all shitty.
My game's standing up on the dude. I hope you be able to duplicate characters to keep the version on vanilla and send a version to TBC server. I know that's what I'm hoping too. I'm hoping they basically make like our server's Herod, right? Like I wish it's like Herod, and it'll stay at Herod, like locked at the end of the next, and then it'll be Herod TBC, and it'll get cloned.
Hungry on Skull, Dry on X.
But I could see reasons why they wouldn't do that, but something like that, where you basically can go back and like raid Nax if you want, and its current content level cap is 60, go do like 60 battlegrounds.
Stack them up, guys. Make sure you stack them up. Get those purges off immediately.
Oh, I don't think I got mana at the beginning of this. I don't think I drank. I don't think I was paying attention. Oops. We got a couple good crits off at the beginning. I don't think we've gotten any misses. Ooh, that might be a good one, dude.
Nice job, guys.
Damn, dude, 500 DPS? Let's go, dude. 500. That actually might be a record for me. I think usually I'm around 400 something on this. Did we really just beat our personal record not drinking before the boss fight? Crit life. I know, dude. That's one like plus side of running this crit neck, right? Is it's a little more RNG, but I don't know. I hope there's a pre-patch so people that want can level shamans and paladins. Yeah, Hampus, I agree. I think that's one thing I was thinking about too. Or if you wanted to re-roll, like even if it's not even one of the new characters, like, oh, in TBC I want to play a, you know, whatever, rogue. That you had time to like do all of that, because you're gonna have blood elves available, right? So even if you have an alt right now that's a class you'd want to play, not every combination's available yet. So I agree. I really hope that they do that as well. We'll have to see. I'm more just curious. There's multiple ways they could do it where it would still be good. It would still be fun. And like there's pros and cons to every way. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do. What's up, Flump? How you doing, man? Just chilling, doing some MC. Rocking the crit set. Yeah, I don't have like full crit. We have 22% right now, but then you have the neck, which doesn't count. So we're basically like, this is saying 22.9. I'm basically at 25% crit because we don't have Songflower or DM buffs. I don't have Hurricane up for this. I'm curious though if that Lucy fight is like a personal record. Dude, I have an itch on my neck, but I'm sunburnt and it's very uncomfortable. Man igniting cord. Yeah, we could throw on man igniting cord.
I'm gonna wait for the debuff to fall off.
I didn't have it on, but
He's got 7 stacks.
we got it. With man igniting cord about 24% crit, so we have 26% chance on our Wrath Starfire. Time to throw on Star of the Beast crit trinket. So I actually never got that trinket. Because I think that's the same trinket you get Mark of Tyranny with, if I'm not mistaken. And I got Mark of Tyranny for like bear tanking. I'm actually really glad I did do that too, because for like a Moonkin armor set, it's also amazing. But so I was kind of like handicapped initially when I had gone balanced because I had Briarwood Reed and then I had like Mind Tap Talisman. I didn't have a second DPS trinket because I didn't have the crit one.
A couple spot buffs here that we're missing. Don't pull this. We're waiting for this debuff to fall off.
I need a drink.
Hunter rotation in chat.
Flub, you got tier today? Damn, dude. Big grats. That's awesome. Faction and race change came out in retail Wrath of the Lich King. Wouldn't be surprised if they did it in TBC, to be honest. Yeah, I could see that too, but I don't know. I just hope that it'd be cool if they, because even if you had like, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be cool to give you enough heads up to make that all, like you're going to be going into the new expansion. It's not like the raid content super real. Like, what are you gonna be doing leading up to that? If you know there's a new expansion coming out in a month, like a great activity is to.
DPS.
Oh my god, that in range of that. A great activity would be to level an alt. I'm gonna do one more here, and I'm gonna snapshot this Moonfire. I should be just out of range for the... So my shadowed unit frame down here kind of bugs out. I have it on a range indicator, so if you see it's like a little faded, it's because it's at exactly like 30 yards, and since I have the increased range talents, I'm like in that gap between 30 and 36 yards. So it thinks it's out of range. Damn, we got a couple misses here, so... Oh, dude. Another one. 501 DPS Lucy,
This
I
guy's
mean...
beer or something?
Dude, that we got like 6 resists on that fight. What the hell? 10% hit. Okay. Same here as a tank before my Moonkin. Yeah, man, it's that armor trinket's gonna be clutch. I'm glad that I went that because now it's not something I would use. Like, I wouldn't use the crit trinket. So the fact that now, you know, I have that defensive option, especially when we come into phase 5 with tier 2.5 and all that armor stuff, dude, it's gonna be so sick. We're gonna be able to stack so much armor. You can get the one from BRD. Yeah, no, I know. I actually did try getting that trinket, and it's off of Ambassador Flamelash, I think is his name. But I just had no luck getting it. It's like an 8% drop chance, I think. It's pretty low. I tried. I've never seen it drop. I've tried to get that trinket a bunch. Back when I was first gearing up. Messed up. Should have got the armor one. I mean, both are good. I mean, it's cool, man. They're all good, but that armor one, Market Tyranny, is just such a good trinket if you're playing Bear or if you play Moonkin, just because of the scaling. It's like 900 armor or something in Moonkin form, or 1,000 armor. It's insane. I'm gonna play lots of arenas in TBC, assuming you're rolling with Dream State spec. It's meta and you get Moonkin form. Yeah, that's I am excited for TBC arenas. Very, very excited. I actually PvP a lot. Like, I really like PvP. I haven't been doing it as much in Classic. Just because there's a lot of other stuff that I like doing, and there's not really any... Ranking's not appealing to me, the way it's set up. But I really enjoy PvP, so I'm looking forward a lot to arenas in TBC. I'm not exactly sure how I'll play TBC, but I'm definitely going to be playing Balance as my main, at least initially. I'm really excited to try Balance. I remember back in the day, so I played Ellie Shaman back in the day, and I vividly remember like seeing Druids in arena and being like, dude, that's insanely strong. Like, I just remember how good it was back in the day. And so there's no reason why, like, it would be dumb of me to like make this channel, do all this stuff, all balanced Druid content, and then get to TBC and be like, oh, I'm gonna pick something else. So I feel like I owe it to myself. I owe it to you guys to like try it out and play with it, at least initially. Very worst case, you don't like it, but I mean, like, I really enjoy Balanced Druid and Classic a lot more than I thought I was going to. And I think come TBC, it's like enhanced in every way. Like, you're stronger overall. There's more to your rotation. You're more viable in any content. Like, I'm really looking forward to all that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know, my guild never jumps off right there. Yeah, it's a really good shortcut. Saves a good amount of time. Classic PvP is a bit dead. Too many pre-mades. Yeah, I mean, the BGs are tough. World PvP is hit or miss. Like, there's definitely times where I have a lot of fun in PvP in Classic, but it's a lot more random. Like, if you could queue ABs and war songs where there's no pre-mates, like, it's just guaranteed, you know, there's not more than 3 people from the same server, like, that would be really fun. Because anytime I get in a non-pre-made battleground, they're great. It's like everyone has so much fun. They're close games most of the time. I don't know. It's just the part that sucks is if you're just a random pug and you go against a full pre-made. You just want to copy me, dude. It always throws me off when you guys come in and type in a chat because I'm thinking like that there's no way that you are listening or to anything that I'm saying right now.
Oh, we got the Giants hungry. Try, can you guys pick up the Giants? You got the Fire Lord.
Dream State's a Moonkin Resto hybrid.
Thank you guys.
That buffs your Starfires and lets you still grab NS. Yeah, yeah. I know that you can get that spec where you have Moonkin form and Nature Swiftness, which is just insane. Although Noda's meta is full resto, but it's definitely the best offensive healer. I remember back in the day just being so strong, because Moonkin form actually has a lot of increased utility too. The armor goes up a little bit. You gain like the mana when meleeing. Like there's all these like little weird nuances to it that get kind of added into it. And then you have such strong talents down in the balance tree, you know. I don't get why people don't get treants. Well, treants are really good in certain situations, but Nature's Swiftness arguably has a higher impact. Like if you're able to instantly heal yourself or your teammate back up to full without having to actually hard cast anything in PvP, you reduce the chance of you getting kicked, right? Like getting locked out of a spell school. And treants are good, but they're kind of niche. But like you can definitely play full balance and not worry about healing as like a straight up just DPS spec. Like say you're running 3s, you could run something like Balanced Druid, Warlock, Priest or something. I don't know if that's like even a real comp, but something like that where you're full balance with treants and it would be decent. It's just generally in PvP, a lot of people really lean towards the Nature Swiftness.
Alright.
Treants counter Rogue Cloak. I mean, treants are definitely good. It's not like treants are bad. It's just a lot of people like the oh shit button of Nature Swiftness, you know. You never because the Dream State talent. I know I'm looking like that because you have the Dream State, which is that's the one that's in the balance tree, right? And then you can even like spec down into shit. Made him move twice there, so that might be kind of shitty. Can I snapshot this? Nice.
Moving him.
We got it. I'm out of that one. I think. Is that on me?
We're on.
Okay. Can we pick it up?
Oof. Resist.
Finish up the boss first. Nice job. Okay, Corehound.
But both are good. I definitely think there's a couple things. So if you go Nature Swiftness, you kind of have to pull points out of
Nice job, guys.
balance.
Good recovery.
That whether they're better or not is hard to say, but you have to pull points out of balance where you can't be as deep down in the balance tree. You have to be a little more finicky with your points. I definitely think there is going to be a niche for like a full balance druid where like you just DPS like your utility and the hybrid aspect and the fact that you could like run 2s and be basically like a makeshift healer. Like forget that idea, be like a full DPS balance druid in 3s. I think there is going to be a scenario for that because there's some really, really good balance talents that are further down the tree and you kind of have to like give them up if you want to get Nature Swiftness, just because you have to get a lot of points down into the resto side. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna definitely be doing a lot of PvP content as we get into the end of Classic. These last couple phases, it's gonna be really fun. Because there's not gonna be that much to farm, man. It's like you have Cenarian rep. I'm already exalted with Argent Dawn, so I don't need to worry about that rep.
You have it over me, so you're good.
Like, there's not going to be that much content, so I feel like it'll be a lot of it will be kind of like messing around on some alts, some other, you know, kind of fun stuff, and then just PvPing. Oh shit. Run! Like 4 crits in a row. Yeah, Dream State gives 25% of your intellect as mana. Yeah. And we get the thing that like we get increase our spell damage by our percent of our intellect. you get like percent increase. Ooh. You get percent increased spell damage contribution to Starfire and Wrath, right? There's like all these cool talents that are actually really sick. I'm really looking forward to trying like straight balance. Like, I don't know. Like at this point, so far in Classic, we made the decision like, okay, let's go full balance. And it's been really fun. And then we have like all these talents that are going to be really sick that you're like rewarded for committing full balance once TBC comes out, because you're able to get all these like just enhancements on all of your big spells. I think it'll be blast. I'm super excited for it.
New Baron again first.
People will play 3v3 like they do in retail. What do you mean by that?
Dang, Matt, that's crazy.
You're saying like as far as comps and stuff?
Is that like bear claw fist weapon?
Yeah. Short work of the torch holder.
That's awesome.
I need someone to dispel me.
Yeah, those things work really good.
Dispel, please.
Is it hard to use?
And playstyle in general, yeah. I think that'll be true. I actually don't mind arena as much. Like, I don't think there's really anything wrong with arena and like the overall playstyle in retail. The thing that I don't like is like the corruption aspect of it. I don't think is very cool. And then the big difference that's changed between like classic to what current WoW is it's just turned into basically cooldown trading. You know, it's like, okay, they use this, they used recklessness. Okay, I'm gonna use, you know, enveloping or what's the damn like Mistweaver bubble thing? What was that?
These bear claw shredder things I use for my barbecue. Posted in Discord.
Yeah, I might need to borrow them.
Moon, Hungry, if you can grab Moon, Bella. Oh, actually, Hungry's got. Yeah. Bella, can you grab Square?
Sure.
Make sure Tom's away.
Everyone, get
Make sure
away
you guys
from that
move off
mob.
that
and
mountain,
just
yeah.
30 years losing my time. Get out of here.
But it says like the overall playstyle I don't think is like that bad in retail. It's just more that it's turned into where like the individual damage of abilities isn't really super noticeable because there's just so many numbers. The numbers have gotten so big. It's basically everyone just has 5 cooldowns or 10 cooldowns, and it's all about trading cooldowns effectively and countering an offensive with a defensive, hopefully countering a cooldown entirely with, you know, line of sighting or whatever. It's just like cooldown trading. What server you on, Owlman? I am on Herod. Herod, US West. We are, by the way, I didn't know this till this was, I think I found this out like yesterday or the day before. We are the highest parsing horde balanced druid on Herod. Snipe was ahead of me before raid on Thursday. Got a couple good parses on Thursday, so we pulled back ahead of Snipe. We snipe.
Tanks pick up your same targets. Bell and Hungry.
I'm pretty stoked on that. The Alliance has like a little bit of a
Make sure you taunt them away.
advantage, I think, with just between Blessing of Kings and Blessing of Salvation.
Square.
I think in general they kind of oh, that was scary. Anytime I get aggro on these things, I get real freaked out. Pew pew, dude, that's right. Big chicken flex. Haven't gone for parse in a long time. I honestly don't, I mean, it's fun, but I really like it more as a way of just being able to like to measure your own like improvement.
Alright, let's get Loophole up.
Like it's cool to like compare yourself against like other
Can we
people,
get some
but
distracts ready?
there's so many variables that it like someone's like, what's the guy's name? His name is Keefe, I think, is a balanced druid, and he runs an onslaught, and it's like 22 warriors and him. you know, and it's like, you know,
buffs
whatever, 2 warlocks and a mage or something like that. But their fights last like no time at all. So it's like comparing his logs to my logs it's not even the same thing. Like the amount of cast happening, the duration of the, you know, the raid in general or whatever, it's just, it's none of it's the same. Besides the fact that we're just playing a chicken.
Sounds good. Let's finish off the rest of these buffs then that we're missing.
But so I mostly like it when you can kind of compete, you know, like you have like Snipe will be a good example. Like I bet you going into phase 5, going into phase 6, like me and Snipe will be competing, right? And it's like that kind of like rivalry where it's more like localized to either yourself or your guild or a handful of people that, you know, you're trying to compete with, that you're kind of always trying to one up. That's what I really like, because that competition makes you like just want to constantly be improving. I feel like otherwise it's pretty easy to get kind of burnt out and like lose motivation. But we'll see. We jumped up a lot. We had like a good, I think it was Flame Gore or Ebon Rock last week. I had a really good parse for us, and that gave me a big boost as far as logs go. Right, if it's 4 seconds and you crit 3k, then you do 3k DPS. Exactly.
Hey, for anyone new, we're gonna group up here in this corner, and if you get the bomb, you run over here where I'm running as the square, and you sit in this corner until you blow up. Please don't blow up the red. We'll call it out.
Is Alessander in Discord? He is.
Yep.
He is? Okay, awesome. Did that make sense to you?
He's coming.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and grab him then, Matt.
Oh no.
Get back in the other room. Back in the other room. Back in the other room. Everyone. I'm gonna pull him out. Zub.
Hug the right wall, guys. Hug the right wall.
Bringing him as far back as I can. Last stand. Melee out. Melee out.
Spells, priests.
Tell Fearin, get out.
Damn, dude. Got 2 resists. 2 resists in a row right there at the end.
Oh shit, bindings.
No way.
Shit.
Oh shit! Hey.
Damn, dude.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's
dude.
go.
So those go to Nickets, right?
The next one is gonna go to
Intentionally's on too. Nice, man.
Jiraiya.
I haven't. I don't know why I didn't get a notification of that.
Congrats, Jiraiya.
Congrats.
Thanks, dude.
You're fucking awesome, man.
That's a dagger rogue prio.
Is that the one that Henry needed?
Yep. Guys, we're actually gonna do Shaz first this time. Since we have buffs, we're gonna try it this way. I'm gonna try to grab
So we have another warrior that's got the other binding. So if he was here, he would have had both bindings.
That was very surprising. I did not expect to see a binding.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pull this group back.
Nice idea doing these 2 bosses to keep buffs. Yeah. Yeah, we usually do Baron first and then go back to Gar, but we're gonna do Shaz, which makes sense. We haven't done that in the past, but that definitely seems efficient.
can't believe that's the one that Quan needs too.
He's probably gonna be so bitter about that.
Uh-huh.
Let's try it. He just doesn't have to know.
Someone's gonna let him know.
Oh, he will
You guys
know.
already tell him?
I've already texted him 4 pictures, dude.
Let's get these buffs. We gotta wait for this Corehound Pat.
No, Quan's just taking a little break.
Break.
Yeah, he's got some personal stuff going on. He's gotta take care of.
Dude, I like this is a good raid night idea right here.
Gonna
It's
grab
enough
the
liquid, it's like a
Corehound
big
here as
cup.
I can.
It's like 3 water bottles worth.
Derek, you better one trip it. I wanna see like 20 bags hanging off those arms.
First dispel this.
We should do pineapple night, dude. Do pineapple night and everyone just rocking pineapple cups.
Alright, let's finish these buffs real quick before we pull. Gonna mark the tanks here.
Bella.
Bella.
I'm actually gonna switch my neck piece here just because we don't actually gain cast speed for the wrath crits. Right? It's still gonna be 1.5 seconds, so I'm gonna rock the Orb of the Dark Moon here.
Alright, pulling back. Let's be on top of these decurses, guys, especially the melee that are in that have the arcane protection potions rolling.
Purge, purge, dispel, purge, dispel, purge, dispel, purge, purge. Do it again.
Teleport. Taunting him right away.
We almost killed him before he teleported. If Nickus was a better purger. Yeah, damn, how'd you do so much DPS? You cheating over there?
I'm OP.
Alright, buff protection. Noggin Fogger. I'm actually gonna wait on the other ones
So we have
because
to summon Wummy. Sure.
We got the destroyers. Big heals, guys, big heals. These fucking stunts. So Wummy, tell us all about Dat's grip strength.
What kind of things does he like gripping?
I feel like I missed the first part of another conversation that's very important to understand what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna sit down now. See you guys in a second. See you down here.
First dispel.
Why is he a good gripper? Is he like grip a lot of gourds? Does he have a good gourd grip? Oh. Big deeps. I don't know if we summoned whoever we're supposed to summon right there.
Experience.
That's probably dumb to use ZHC right there.
Alright.
Nice. Tiny guy. Can we get slow fall? There it is, dude.
Warlocks, square and triangle. Okay, so we're gonna have
Thorns myself.
Skull and X. Why don't we have Belaphon? Can you grab Skull and X? Let's have Star and Triangle. We'll have Hungry pick those up. And then what's left? Circle and Moon. Jiraiya, you're gonna pick up. I'll take boss. Hold on.
I'm running a balanced Druid because of your videos. Much love. Hey, thanks, Qual. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you made the switch. Hopefully you you enjoy playing it as much as I do.
Austin, do you have your heal gear on you?
I think so. Or a lot of it.
Do you mind healing just for this fight?
Wow, dude. Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hmm?
Alright, guys.
Just like that, guys. Optimal utility. Doing it all.
Alright, go ahead, Matt. You
Just
can roll.
casually throw on our full tier 2 that doesn't have good enchants yet because no one lets us get an idol because we're a boomkin.
Drop incoming.
I don't know who I'm supposed to heal. Who am I healing? Oh god. Just all the heals.
Make sure we stack up the ads once you get a hold of them.
Can't let Rasok die or he's gonna get real angry IRL. Do you think do we top the healing meters this fight?
Diamond's really low. Let's get Diamond out. Moon's getting pretty low. Let's get Moon out.
Innovate myself because I'm OP. Throw a couple of rejuves on our little life tapper guys over there.
Casters, let's have you guys focus on Moon. Finish that one off first. Square's up. Do we have a rebanish for Square? Thank you. Gar's about to die.
Oh, he
Let's finish off
dispelled my
Moon
innervate.
first,
I was like, what the
casters,
hell?
then
Where's my
casters,
mana?
Switch over to Skull. Melee get out of Skull. Melee get out of Skull. Casters finish off X. I'm gonna pick up Square as soon as it comes out.
Oh.
Alright, do not rebanish your triangle.
Well, I guess that wasn't worth my boss. I got knocked into the trash and I don't want to fuck everyone over.
Big loot run.
I was trying to run away.
Oh shit. Wow. Wowee, guys. Isn't that why Wummy logged back over? Isn't he have that shit soft res?
Tier 1 hound? Did that also drop?
Oh, that was so good. Holy shit, what a play.
Yeah, mage
You wanna see
tier.
that? Vanish
Yeah.
midair.
I got that. Good job.
Hold on, this is wrong. It's like I did way more than 11.
I was too.
We about to tank all that.
Let's get
Hey.
those reses out, guys.
You see this orange line? Let's go, dude. Moonkin heals OP.
Good so far.
400 HPS? And Gar was a real bitch and dispelled our innervate like a real jerk ass. Okay, we're gonna put our crit neck back on. Also gonna throw on mana igniting cord. Recently swapped to Moonkin for our raid, and your videos have helped so much with itemization. Yeah, cool, man. Thanks, Caleb. I appreciate that. I'm glad that
Still want, okay.
it's been helpful, dude.
You, still have a soft thread on it, so I suppose it's just open roll at this point.
Does he? I thought I switched it. Did I forget to remove it?
Yeah, he's still on there.
Okay.
We got a
it's on
rebuff.
here, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to
Dude.
do something.
The mage one.
Yeah, I have some, a couple ideas. Flump gave me a good idea. He was the first one that kind of just brought it up, and I've had a handful of other questions that have made me kind of like think more about it. It's going to be like a long video, but I've gotten this question a few times, and it's really hard to just answer it in like one short answer. But basically, how do I justify to my guild or, you know, people I'm playing with the value of like balanced druids, or like how do I convince them to like be cool with me playing balanced druid? So just kind of like a long form video going over all the pros and cons. Mostly like the pros are like the more nuanced pros, like the nuanced benefits that you wouldn't really think of at first take of like, people just think of it like how much DPS can you pull your DPS. That's like the only thing that's relevant, and not really considering anything else when it comes to gearing, when it comes to debuff slots, when it comes to healing. Like that last fight's a perfect example. So I'm going to do a long form kind of video going through some of that stuff, hopefully to kind of address a lot of those
Switched over for?
kind of items. So hopefully that helps some of you guys, like your newer guys or people are trying to switch to balance.
Let's get these
Help you guys convince who you need to convince. Are we allowed to roll on the brutality blade?
I'm gonna grab this core hound as soon as he comes down.
My raid was more at the point where I wasn't needed as a second Resto Druid, so more damage and spell crit never hurts. Yeah, man. And like you can play the role of like Fairy Fire bot and Innervate bot, and you can do a handful of things that will definitely like gimp your DPS. It will make you do not as much DPS as if you don't have to do those things. But the big value, like in my opinion, say ideally we'd have a Resto Druid, right? Like in our perfect comp, we have me and we have a Resto Druid, so we'd have two druids. In that situation, most of the times, I'm trying to see who we have rolling. In that situation, most of the times, while obviously a Resto Druid can innervate and a Resto Druid can battle res, all that type of stuff, if your Resto Druid is responsible for healing your main tank or even healing the raid, them having to spend globals and like switch their focus off of healing to the utility stuff, while you obviously can do that, in situations where you need those cooldowns, there's a chance that people end up dying because of those, you know, the healer not healing for all intents and purposes during that window of time.
Congrats, you got it before Silent did.
So being able to have that same utility in the raid and have it utilized on a DPS where all you're losing is some DPS by one person is huge.
So you over there with Maladath? Come on now. I don't want to hear no crying.
I literally did that and we pulled, so I have no mana. But there's a lot of things like that. I want to go through and like kind of lay it out, and I'll put like timestamps and stuff, but there's a lot of points that inevitably kind of just get brought up in the chat that are really good points of all these kind of like, not like hidden values, but like not obvious pros to having balanced Druid.
Silent, I saw you almost beat Zoomers too on Shaz. That's huge.
I don't have enough buffs.
If the logs consider Fairy Fire contribution, we'd be topping the charts. Dude, I feel that. There's so many things like that, dude. So many.
Alright, I'm gonna pull these across.
If you could get value from, if there was some kind of way to quantify the value of your Innervate, of your Fairy Fire, and of your Battle Res, and of your Crit Aura. If you could find some way to have like a straight DPS comparison on all those things, then I feel like we would be pulling bigger numbers than virtually like any caster DPS right now. It's hard to say how hard people are going to scale in these later phases with, you know, the next tier of gear that's going to be available, but I don't know, man. Damn, dude, we're popping off. Got a lot of crits this pack. It'd be great, dude. That'd be great if you could figure out a way to put numbers to that.
One for you too, where it takes up like 90%.
It would shut a lot of people up.
Yes, please.
Makes lots of noise.
Because a lot of times the argument, or like criticism, excuse me, like criticism, I guess, for lack of a better term, is very like binary. It's like, oh, you could do more DPS if you're playing a different class, therefore what you're playing sucks. I don't know. There's way more depth to it than that. IMO, but I'm partial. I'm biased. It's a very subjective, biased opinion.
And would a police siren make you feel more at home?
I'm a little shell shocked right now. I don't want to talk about that.
I wish they could do that, man. It'd make me want to like focus more on Fairy Fire uptime and like effectiveness of an Innervate used or things like that. I wish there was a way to like to compare those two, or to compare your utility abilities as DPS.
Hungry, can you grab Moon? Thank you.
Was that not a feint?
We have a... Be careful, we have a core hound real close.
I leapt. That was scary.
Get away from the flaming body if you can, guys.
Oh no! No!
Move that elemental once you're not stunned. Heals him, Hungry. We got it, we got it. Drag, can you still pick it up? Thank you.
Dude, that was like the slowest death ever. What the hell?
Remember the last time I was able to play my character?
I lipped, then got stunned after the lip, and then still had aggro. That's a bummer. Hate these packs? Yeah, that was really brutal. I've died from that same situation. I literally stopped attacking that guy after like one cast. I don't know how I still had aggro. Literally had aggro for 12 seconds.
Alright, pulling Firelord back.
If I have world buffs, I usually pop fire resist gear. Yeah, probably should have. I don't even have any of my fire resist gear on me. I don't think. Alright, we're gonna use this for rage. So I actually won't mark it. Can I get buffs, please?
I need a stam.
Yeah, we can rebuff right now. Alright, so on the ads, I'm going to take main boss and star. We'll have Hungry on triangle, Jiraiya on X, and Belafon on skull. For interrupts, let's do Decays, you're on skull. Snaky Moron, you're on X. Lupul, you are on triangle. And Silent, you are on star. Actually, let's have Ochoko on star for interrupts.
What was Lupul?
You were third. I think you were triangle.
Yep.
Alright, so don't waste mana on this. Tanks will just be taunting it. And let's get some rage.
Dude. Big deeps, padding the meters, padding the meters.
Alright, looks like we get on rage. Finishes off. Go right into it. Remember, tanks, you have first interrupt. Gotta get these interrupts off, guys. Interrupts, interrupts, interrupts. Finish off skull.
That's close, dude. Sabbath got to like 5 health. I have to rank 1 here. Too low on mana.
Vendor strike. Let's res the dead.
My tank set is looking fire.
Yeah.
No, Luke, you're supposed to be anti-fire. A bunch of the bosses attack you with fire.
Shit.
What'd you make it do, Ethan?
Looks like we got super with the 92. Chris Dispel.
Eight-second Starfire cast.
I've done that before, Zan.
So is anyone gonna re-roll Pally or Alliance Shaman in TBC? I do kind of want to play a Pally. I don't want to main a Pally. I don't think I would like it.
I lied, we are not.
I don't think I would like it more than like a Druid, but like Ret seems like it'd be pretty fun. Prot gets really fun in TBC. Holy is like whatever. I don't think I'd really enjoy Holy. But I could see playing Ret or Prot. Oh no, them buffs. Yeah. We lost them. Don't want to talk about it, okay? Holy's so fun. No. Don't think so.
Hungry grab skull, dry grab X. We'll have Wiggles pull X back and Fuo pull skull back to the tanks.
Who are we summoning? Oh, Wiggles.
Did you hear that, Wiggles?
You're lame.
You said me on X.
Hey, I'm all for you playing Holy Pally. I know myself and I don't think I would like Holy Pally. I can see playing Shock It In. I can see doing that like spell power holy, and you just try and holy shock the tits out of everyone.
All right.
Dude, my cam keeps going up.
Pulling.
How do I get it to not? Whatever. Oh, Seven's gonna die. Oh my god, that was so close. I'm not gonna moonfire here at all. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Nice job, guys.
No, moon. Dang it.
Nice job.
Not bad.
Man.
Not bad, not
super
bad.
Warrior. Criminy.
We're getting close, guys. Almost to rag. For some of that choker love.
We missed a douse somewhere.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's just that last one.
Alright, grabbing the Fire Lord. Corey, did you douse that one? You might have missed one.
Yeah, I dosed the Golden Mag one.
Someone get the one on the bridge.
Yeah, Alex did.
I get that one.
Did we get Shaz?
No.
I mean, it has to be Shaz or Gar.
Yes.
Did we get Zulfra?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to check or?
Yeah, I can check.
Someone that has a douse, please be the one to check.
Yeah, I'm going. Can someone up there mark
Mark what?
What do you want us to mark?
all the ads?
They're not live.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Gosh, I'm so stupid.
How embarrassing.
I know. Shaz looks doused. Oh, never mind, I lied. Still active.
What happens when you get the? Oh, they literally all spawn.
Running back. Good.
He's here now.
Thank you. Thank you for the summon. No. This. I got the marks, guys. I got the marks. All right, there we go. Rid, you're gonna have Skull and Moon. The rest of the tanks normal assignments. Actually, let's see here. We need someone on boss as well. Does anyone not mind taking the boss?
I just got a bunch of tank gear. I'll do it.
Okay, go for it. You know where to tank him, right?
Yeah. Okay. Just let me throw it all on real quick.
Do you know how to actually tank though?
No. Obviously not.
It's like you're slowly evolving.
Alright. Looks like we are good to go then. You good with your gear? Connor?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Matt, go ahead and pull whenever.
Someday we'll get all the way to Rag with Ani buff. I have faith. Oh. Spell reflect. Oh, that's Domo.
Alright, tanks, get ready to pick up your next ad.
Cormac, did you kill yourself with the spell reflect?
Moon first.
No, he got aggro on. No.
Hmm.
Okay, bring Diamond down. Keep bringing him even further back if you can, Connor. Okay, go ahead and bring Square down.
Starfire stun OP. Oh, spell reflect.
Got circle coming. Nice job. Let's res dead.
Give me your things, dag nabbit.
What happens if you kill him?
I don't think you can. I think he stays at like 1 health.
Alright, guys. Moment of truth.
Yeah, we can try.
What if he just dies and like that's the end? You can never finish the instance.
Yeah, you can't get Rag.
That would suck.
That's what I kind of figured. Like maybe there, like you could get some type of loot off him, but you couldn't kill Rag.
Right.
Oh. Dude. If we had our priest here.
Yeah, huh?
Does Alessander need that?
Right, Alexander.
Yeah, I have no idea. I would assume.
I sure do.
That was a big number 6 roll right there. It's
hot,
impressive.
It's got it.
Well.
Congrats, Zoomers.
Thank you.
it's the last endurance.
Make sure you guys are hugging the right on the way back.
Coming in with
Oh
hot
my
Druid.
god.
Nice.
Big yikes.
Fortunately, they're a
So would
plain
it-
boot, which makes Decay's roll not an actual thing.
I don't think we have any healers up here yet. Be careful, guys.
I'm on my way.
Oh my way. It's actually a really sick cloak.
That's like a nice little side grade for fire resist.
Alright. The moment of truth. Guys, I'm tired. We went surfing today. Got pretty beat up. Ready for a nap.
Wait, someone.
Sounds rough, man.
I'm sleepy. Jay, I'm sleepy.
Alright, let's finish up buffs here first before we spread out. Lord Polaris.
Use int food here. I actually didn't look to use in my group.
Rid, you have all your fires and stuff with you, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you throw that on? You can take it with me again. Worked fine last time.
Who drops the other binding? It's Baron and Gar? Yeah, Gar.
Alright, I guess it's all three of us priests on the tank.
We should have given it to a hunter.
To come over here to
Trying to buff people, man. Only one. And everyone's spread out.
If you guys need more heals, I can try the fucking horrible spot by melee part.
No, you just get to keep everyone else alive.
Oh boy.
Okay, so stand right about here, Alessander.
So, Coach, have you started practicing your Boomkin dance for the cosplay stream?
Yeah, dude, day and night.
Yeah, we should be good now. Go ahead. Yeah, you can start the RP. melee DPS talk to him. Thank you.
If you need any tips on how to dance on a live stream, you can just whisper me, buddy.
I heard there was gonna be a live Boomkin rap as well.
You're just saying things to say them at this point.
These are things outside of
I was
us.
just trying to gaslight Coach. It's like if he suggests enough of these things, eventually Coach will be like, oh, okay, maybe that one did actually happen.
See, but then I feel like that gets rid of the legitimacy of his Boomkin cosplay, which he has to do.
Dude, how would you even like do like how would you even dress up to fucking look like
On a
this?
surfboard, surf.
Someone calling melee in and out.
Have to get like one of those like sumo suits.
On a surfboard would be bad.
Oh, dude. 650 damage Starfire with Telep up feels bad. 0 crits also feels bad.
Don't be afraid to bandage yourselves to fight DPS. There's not a lot of healers dedicated to it.
Ooh.
God damn.
Watch out.
Oh, resist. 307 DPS.
Oh shit!
Hey, what a night.
The loot.
What the fuck?
Dig it. I was kicked twice.
Alright, looks
I know.
like the period
Bummer,
goes
bummer.
to-
Ukulele time. Soon.
Congrats on
Soon
that.
we'll do ukulele
Congrats,
time.
dude.
We'll get some ukulele Moonkin jams going. We've gotten this thing 2 weeks in a row. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. No choker this week. Keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll get it here sooner than later.
Nice job tonight. Ran really smooth, especially with having like 5 healers for most.
But we have, I don't know if we will do ZG on Tuesday, probably. But worst case, we'll have BWL again on Thursday. That's going to be the big BWO. We're going to have DMF buff. We're going to have Flask, full consumes, going super, super, super hard. Trying to get some number 1 parses if we can in BWL on Thursday. Thursday. Come kick it, come hang out. Thanks, like always, for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.